Of the world's 18 penguin species, 3 breed on New Zealand's mainland. These are the little penguin, which includes a unique subspecies, the white-flippered penguin, the Fiordland crested penguin, and the yellow-eyed penguin. As an introduction to the smallest penguin in the world, we head to the Antarctic Center near the Christchurch International Airport.
So we have 2 kinds. We have little blues and white-flippered penguins. Marty here is an example of a little blue. This girl about to get this fish right now. And this wee girl who's going to get that fish right now is Barney, and she's an example of a white-flippered penguin.
To see these penguins in the wild, we travel 2 hours southwest of Christchurch to Flea Bay on the Banks Peninsula. Here, over the last 3 decades, a pair of farmers, Sharon and Francis Helps, have worked to protect the white-flippered penguin. Our guide, Ben, fills us in on the details of what's going on here.
Right. Sharon and Francis made this kind of tiny box around here. We made 400 of this nesting site. Between 80 to 90% of this nest are occupied. I'd like to have a look what's going on inside. Is feeding the baby at the moment, days and nights. But when the female will be back maybe tonight, they are going to swap over the nest and she's going to feed the baby. Already I got a problem here. Because at the beginning, on the 29th of October, I had the same male with 2 chicks. That means 1 disappeared. I have to be careful on what's going on over there. Hopefully, the father and the mother will take care well of this lonely chick. What could have happened? It's maybe a rat or stoat could have taken over the nest and take 1 chick. Those kind of animals are really vicious. They know how to hunt. These guys never had any predators. So of course they had big problem at the beginning. Another thing I'm looking as well, right? I try to see how healthy is the chick. Sometimes you got the parents who don't have enough food for both chicks. So what they are gonna do, they are gonna focus on the alpha chick. And what is gonna happen, the second one unfortunately will die. In this bay, what is the rate? We've got 1/3 of the parents who are raising well the chicks, 1/3 who will go for only 1 chick, and the other third who will definitely have problem to raise the chicks and don't do any chicks. So what is going on right now? You can see the penguins are trying to look after the feathers. That's definitely because they need to preen. Because if they bring any humidity on the nest, the chicks can get cold, can get sick and die. So that's super important for them to keep the feathers dry. Also, another thing as well to know, if your feathers are in cross, it won't be a good thermic. So they put correctly the feathers in the same way, like that, definitely they are going to be fine for tonight. Another thing, if these penguins doesn't have the feathers in correct position, what can happen is the dirt can go inside the feathers. So definitely that's not good. A bit later we might see a little bit of fight between this group of penguins. Why? Because you always have one penguin who wants to be the first over his nest. So they will try to push each other, they will try to pick each other, etc.
The Fiordland crested penguin, also called the towaki, is found on the west and south coasts and around Stewart Island. The most reliable place to see them is near Lake Maharaki Wilderness Lodge. Here we take a walking tour with lodge owner and conservationist Dr. Jerry McSweeney.
You'll see on the water, as you'll see something looks like a duck just coming ashore. Yep, here's one.
The Tawawaki breeding season is from July until December. They build their nests in small caves, beneath boulders, or beneath rainforest tree stumps. Here we spot the penguins as they make their way from fishing in the Tasman Sea to their rainforest nests. The smaller bird here is probably the chick. The chicks grow very fast, and by the time we are viewing them, are almost as big as their parents. We are observing these penguins in the middle of November. In another month, all the Tawawaki will leave to spend the next 6 months at sea, and only briefly return to land to molt in February or March. Seeing these photogenic birds in the wild is an incredible experience and a must for any New Zealand visitor interested in wildlife. The yellow-eyed penguin, or hueho, is found only on New Zealand's southeast coast and southern islands. One good place to see them is near Dunedin, at a private conservation reserve dedicated to helping the yellow-eyed penguin survive, and it's called Penguin Place.
Hedgehogs. But in the past 6 months we've caught about 55 feral cats ranging around the reserve, and these cats will take down an adult penguin, so they are probably the main threat to the penguin that we have. So yeah, we catch them live and give them a bullet. Yes, and that does away with them rather quickly. So predator control, restoration, and then another big thing that that contributes to the penguins is actually human disturbance, so our presence. But unfortunately they don't like us. They want nothing to do with us. They are very private and actually have incredibly high stress levels. So they will they'll never get used to people. They'll never imprint. It's actually illegal to have them in the zoo. So we can't tell by looking at a penguin if it's stressed out. We don't know what its heart rate is doing. We don't know what its adrenal glands are doing, and there have been studies done comparing sites which are regularly disturbed by human presence and sites which aren't, for example Green Island, and the weights of the chicks which fledge the nests at undisturbed sites are a lot larger, so those chicks get up to a more healthier weight. So that continual low level interaction with people really is quite detrimental. So when we are out in the reserve, we will be looking at the penguins through these viewing hides, and we will keep very quiet, or as quiet as we can. These viewing hides are designed so we look about yay big, and we want to keep up this illusion, just to be very, very quiet. They have excellent hearing and even better eyesight. So these penguins, they dive down deep onto that thick level of the ocean to forage for their fish, and so at those depths there's not a lot of light, so very, very sensitive eyes. So, yeah.
And thus ends our story of the New Zealand penguins. A special thanks to all those that are working to promote the survival of these endangered species.